Hey guys, I just thought I'd show you the custom table hockey game that I built. Originally this was a Sportscraft table that I purchased from Walmart. I think I paid about $150 for it. Or it might be called the NHL Vintage Hockey Table. I don't know, either way I got it at Walmart and I paid $150 for it. So some of the features on this are, as you can see, I got a score clock with it. I got this score clock from a air hockey table, and I just kind of did a little bit of modifying. This table actually came with it just kept score, and it was on sensors. And it had a little sensor. I don't know if you can really see that, but in the goal, but I didn't like that because every time the puck would go down, it would score as one, and then you'd put your hand in there to take the puck out, and it would score again. So with this one, I just went manual, and you can see right here, I just hit the button. And the great thing about this is it's on a 2-second time delay. So you just hit it once and then you gotta wait 2 seconds. So if you got a jackass of a buddy that wants to hit a couple times, he has to wait. And here I just added just for my extra cell phone, which I actually have I use as the timer. The sound, the horn for the timer, I just sync it up to the score clock. This one actually came with a siren in it, but it was so low, and I just thought it was pointless, so I just disabled it and I sync it with my phone. And over here, I'll turn this on. Well, actually, I'll show you the lights for you, so you can kind of see. There's one set of lights there, and underneath the clock, there's another light, which is great. And then the other set of lights there. So it lights up the whole thing, I mean, incredibly, actually. And then right here, you can see I've got a little speaker, which I hook up to my old phone. And I've got a bunch of different sounds on here. It's for I got the Canucks and the Canadians here, so if the Canadians ever score, you got there firing up the crowd afterwards, which doesn't happen on here much because I don't get scored on very often, but yeah, so I got a bunch of different ones, and there's their actual horn. That's the Canucks. So anyways, enough of that, but yeah, you can see I've just got that sitting right beside there. Alright, now let's get on to the game. So this thing came with 2 to 3 inch high glass, and that just wasn't enough, so after thinking about it, I was actually going to go with some sort of meshing, and it's actually my girlfriend said, well, why don't you just go get some plexiglass? And so, well, here it is. So I've got a big long piece here so you can see clearly. And yeah, I got it in there pretty good. The stanchions are actually shish kebab skewers. Yeah, you can always mix food with anything, and well, it made it to this table, and so I just covered it with red duct tape and stuck them together with crazy glue. In total, this thing had about 4 rolls of duct tape and 10 plus bottles of crazy glue. And I put them in there. I jammed them in between and put some little whiteboard in between those, and yeah, these things aren't moving. So I'll show you the players here. There's one of them. There's Harold Snaps. And to those nostalgic Canuck fans, I know Harold never actually wore that jersey, but I had to have Harold on my team. So for the players, I just used tester model paint, and the logo, I just went down to a print shop and printed the logos on the clear sticky paper and stuck it on there, and then just applied a clear coat. Worked absolutely great. And then there's the Montreal Canadiens. I tried to do as close to replicating what the players actually used as much as possible, because basically I'm a freak and I have way too much time on my hands. And to those that can see in the background, I know the Sedins don't use a Reebok anymore, but the last picture I saw was of them using it, and then I watched the Canuck game and they're not using it, and well, I wasn't changing it. So, and then there's Patrick Waugh. I don't know if you can really see. And then down at the other end, you got Kirk McLean. So again, all that's hand painted except for the logo. The numbers are all hand painted. This centerized logo, I actually went the hard way on this one, and I hand painted that myself, and then just put a clear coat over this whole ice surface. And I mean, I think that turned out way better anyways. And so for the nets, they were just the ones that came with it, and again, it's some just white duct tape, and just added a little bit of more bulk to it just because of the goalies are so small. And got the Gatorade bottle on there, which doesn't fly off. I just crazy glued it on there. Crazy glue, crazy glue, crazy glue, and a load more crazy glue. And then the pucks here too. Again, that's just one of those stickers on there, and just clear coated it. Alright. And so now, this is, I'll show one more other thing here. I don't know if you can really see this, but I've got the glass there. That's to take away the dead zones. Got another one here. See, if you see down at the other end, you could barely even see it. And I kind of wanted more of a real look to it, as opposed to what used to be on there for the dead spots, which used to be this. And that just used to fit right behind the net there. And but yeah, I just went with this. I had some extra plexiglass lying around, so I just went with that, and I have absolutely no dead spots, which is great. All right, so now I'll turn all the lights off and show you what it looks like. So, and as you can see, it lights it up incredibly. There's no shadows on here, which is great. I guess I should have showed you this side. Well, this is the other side. There's the Montreal Canadiens side. I don't ever stand on this side, so I don't really care that it doesn't look overly finished for right now. I am going to put some banners for the other side. I just haven't decided if I'm going to go with the Canucks or if I'm going to do it with the Canadiens, but I was working on some other tables and kind of put this one off to the side for a while, and I just kind of got tired of not playing it, so I just put it together for now. One thing I will say too is all the banners here too, those two I just went down to a print shop and just put them on there. Just printed them out and stuck them on there, and then put a clear coat. And then you can see the lights. I mean, these lights are great. I just picked them up at IKEA for I think they were $15 each. So, yeah, this is actually the third table now that I've done. The other two were, to me, I personally think they were a lot better, but this one was my original one, and just absolutely love it. So now the score clock, you can see, here, get it going here. See, it works good, and then let's hit the button, and away it goes. And then just finally, the last thing I picked up is the light. It does have a sound, but I don't use it very often because I use all the sounds from my phone. But it has all the Canadian teams on there, their different horns. But again, I just use my phone, so I don't bother with it. I think that's pretty much about all that I can show you. I am making these for people. This is the fourth one that I've made. The first one I made was just a basic one for a cousin of mine, but the last one that I worked on was in all Alberta. It was the Oilers and the Flames, which I sold. It didn't come with a clock, but it had the lights. And the one before that was the Canadians and the Maple Leafs. Again, that one didn't have a clock. I am rounding up clocks, so I will be able to add scoreboards or score clocks to them. So if anybody's interested that lives in the Calgary surrounding area that's interested in one of these, just let me know. I'd be happy to do something up for them. I really enjoy doing this, and it seems like there's a lot of other people that enjoy doing this and don't have the time to do it, and well, I have the time to do it. So if you're interested, feel free to leave some comments, and love to see other people's tables as well. All right, take care, guys.